Good afternoon, everyone. I think it's time to talk about ERLC and their car situation. Now, I did make a video. It doesn't have that many views, but it's basically talking about how Driving Empire bust a license, blah blah blah. And I also talked about how ERLC might do the same. Now, the reason I bring this up is because ERLC and their development team are actually hiring new developers. Now, it might sound crazy that all of them are mostly 3D modelers, but I don't think I'm crazy. And the reason we need 3D modelers now is obviously because of the car situation. I personally have this opinion that ERLC is not going to buy any licenses. I don't think they're gonna spend tons of money because there isn't too many of each cars in the game. Like, for example, Lamborghini, Bugatti, McLaren, all those. We only have one car type, it's not some type of thing where we have several different cars and that a license would be helpful. Yeah, it would be helpful, if ERLC does want to expand what cars they have in the game, how many cars they have in the game, and stuff like that. But until they do that, I don't see any point of buying a license. Maybe a small license from maybe like Chevy or Toyota, because we do have a lot of smaller cars in the game. And I think that would be a great license. But back to my point, ERLC needs, okay, I'm slipping down. ERLC needs 3D modelers because they need to make cars. And yeah, obviously we've needed cars for a long time, but my point is they need to make fictional cars. Not even fictional, This is what, the Ford Bronco? And I mean, it looks pretty good, ERLC has been one of those games that really hasn't taken down much of the cars in the game. Like, they've taken down a few, obviously, I think by request, but other than that, like certain cars, they haven't made them look too fake than they already are because of the brand name. It makes me wonder if ERLC is going to okay, yeah, I just completely fell down. It makes me wonder if ERLC is going to go fake, or they're going to keep doing what they're doing, but actually extend the car list, like add a variety of new cars, come into the new year, come into Christmas, all that type of stuff. Now, I pull up Discord here. This is Sean, by the way, the lead developer. And he just pinged this guy, right? This guy is now a developer. He was not a developer before. And guess what he does? He does 3D modeling. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of his work. And then I have some other 3D modelers that I don't recognize within the developer ranks that I'm going to show you as well. So here's Point Cloud. He's one of the other developers from PRC. I don't honestly recognize him, and you guys need to let me know down below if he is new or not. But look, 3D modeler, point clouded for programming. So I guess he codes too. I'm not sure. But if we head over to his Twitter page, you'll see this. 3D modeler, obviously this is his Discord. He joined in January of 2023. And if you scroll down, he actually has some work here. And the work is actually pretty good. It's pretty big when I click on it, but that's just the way my OBS is set up. Then you have a Lamborghini down here, which, yeah, it's very nice. It's one of the convertibles, and honestly it looks very nice. And then you have a Hellcat, which, if this is made in Blender, that is cool. You have some of the reflections. It's totally textured out. Definitely something I would want to see in ERLC. Here we have the guy who was just hired on Discord. His about me is car, and I just pulled up his Twitter page, so let's see some of his work. Here is one of his Blender work, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Most of his Twitter feed is not really anything special. It's not really much past work, but this is what I did find. I don't know what kind of car this is actually. You guys have to let me know down below. And yeah, this is honestly really cool. Something he, I guess, handcrafted, which is pretty cool. Now, this van could be something he made in Blender and put it in Roblox. I'm not sure, but either way, it still looks cool. And then you have the back of the van, of course. Looks pretty nice. And well, you have here, I potentially might be hired at ERLC. And then here we go. So here is, I guess, like the little thing. He posted it publicly, so you can access it if you'd like. I think I completely skipped over this guy. His name is Young Kiro, I think. And he also says he's the ERLC vehicle modeler. I think this guy isn't too like old in like the developer scene. I think I've seen him, but like he's not relatively like new, but he's not relatively old. So you guys have to let me know, because I honestly don't know the true ages of some of these developers. Not obviously real life ages, but how long they were hired to work in ERLC for. So I'd like to hear your thoughts. What cars do you ultimately want to see in ERLC? What do you think these car modelers are going to do? And how do you think they're going to play a role with all this car drama that is happening on Roblox? Also, I want to mention something that hasn't really stuck to my mind, but I just remembered. So about last year, about 9 to 10 months ago, right, there was about 5 vehicles added to the game, and I think it all occurred during the winter map. Now, I could be completely wrong, and like none of that information could be true, but from what I remember from playing the game, definitely there was cars added in the winter map. I believe it to be like 5. I think there was like new Audis, and then there was like a train traveler, and I forgot the other ones, but I really think that something could be happening. You know, maybe they can give us some more cars this year around the same time. Maybe it's just a coincidence, I'm not sure. And honestly, I don't really care as long as we get some new cars, because that's something I really want. Something I really enjoy about this game is the amount of cars you can get, and like the selection of what you're able to drive. So based on all of the information processed, let me know your thoughts down below on how these 3D modelers are obviously going to take effect into ERLC, what new cars you think that will be coming, and also I want you guys to fact check me down below. How many of those developers are actually new, because I couldn't fact check it, but I did do a lot of research before making this video, so I'd like to know. I'll see you guys in the next one.